Alright, part 3. We're gonna do 31 all the way to 50. Let's do this. 31. After the last image element and a fig caption element with text cats hate each other. After the last, so fig caption cats hate other cats. I said so should be that because it said after the last image element. Yep, there we go. Their powers combined. Those quotes are weird. The strong element is used to indicate that some text is of strong importance or urgent. In the fig caption you just added indicate that hate is of strong importance by representing a strong element. Okay. There you go. So it's in bold now. So check. There you go. Submit. It's time to add a new section, add a third section element, load second section element. So add a new section, add a third section, load second. Let's see. Each other like. There we go. Nice. Inside the third section element, add an H2 element with the text cat form. So H2 cat form. Cat form. Check your code. Easy peasy. Pikachu chooses you. Nice. Now you'll add a web form to collect information from users. After the cat form heading, add a form element. Alright, so form. There we go. Nice. That's 51% complete. See? It's so easy. And we just started this like what, yesterday? And we're almost done. Alright. The action attribute indicates where form data should be sent. For example, form action that tells the browser that the form data should be sent to the path submit URL. Add an action attribute with the value that to the form. So action equal then this. Copy, paste it in there. It should look something like this. And submit. There we go. The input element allows you several ways to collect data from a web form, like image elements. Input elements are self-closing or do not need closing tags. It's an input element in the form element. So the input element allows you several ways to collect data from a web form. The input element allows you several ways to collect data from a web form, like image. Alright. But normally it doesn't require self-closing. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's still because normally you don't need it. Normally it's self-closing. So yeah. So there are many kinds of inputs you can create using the type attribute. You can easily create a password field, reset button, or a control to let users select a file from their computer. And there's a form element right there. Create a text field to get text input from a user by adding the type attribute with the value text to the input element. So that would be type equal text, like that. Alright, submit. In order for a form's data to be accessed by the location specified in the action attribute, you must give the text field a name attribute and assign it a value to represent the data being submitted. For example, you can use the following syntax for an email address text field. Input type text name, and the name attribute with the value cat, Alright. Name equal double quotations cat photo URL. So this name thing is useful for like PHP basically. But yeah, in order for our forms data to be accessed by location specified in action. Alright, so let's check, and there we go. Submit. Alright, placeholder text is used to give people a hint about what kind of information to enter into an input. For example, input type text placeholder equal email address. Add the placeholder text cat photo URL. So placeholder equal cat photo URL. And you can see it right there. Check. There you go. 41. To prevent a user from submitting your form when required information is missing, you need to add the required attribute to an input element. There's no need to set a value to the required attribute. Instead, just add the word required to the input element, making sure there's space between it and other attributes. So just required. Beautiful. 42. Use the button element to create a clickable button. For example, button, click here. Create a button with the text, click here. Add a button element with the text, submit below the input element. The default behavior of clicking a form button without any attributes submits the form to location specified in the form's action attribute. Alright, so just add a button. Just say submit. Oops, like that. And check your code. Nice. Thanks. Step 43. Even though you added your button below the text input, they appear next to each other on the page, which is true. That's because both input and button elements are inline elements which don't appear on new lines. The button you added will submit the form by default. However, relying on default behavior may cause confusion. Add the type attribute with the value submit to the button to make it clear that it is a submit button. Submit. So the button you added will submit the form for random default here. There we go. You can use radio buttons for questions where you want only one answer out of multiple options. Here's an example of a radio button with the option of cat. And type radio. Remember that input elements are self-closing. Before the text input, add a radio button. Before the text input, add a radio button. With the option set as indoor. Right, so input type equal radio and indoor. Just let me check. Yeah, it doesn't pass. So this is just indoor and then input. No. Let's remove it. Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. Cool. So just input and then put indoor afterwards. Okay. Interesting. Label elements are used to help associate the text for an input element with the input element itself, especially for assistive technologies like screen readers. For example, label that makes it so clicking the word cat also selects the corresponding radio button. Next to your radio button inside a label element. So label there you go. Check. Oh, that's the radio button. Okay. I didn't read. But normally it's just the text you make it a label. Oh, okay. Really? What? It's the radio button. This just wants the button. Okay, so see that works. Oh, wait, there's all right. Hold on. Next, your radio button inside the label element. The text indoor should be located directly to the right of your radio button. Make sure there is a space between the element and the text. Oh, that? Oh, that's why. It's very case sensitive. Okay, that's weird. So you just need a space between it and the input. The ID attribute is used to identify specific HTML elements. Each ID attribute's value must be unique from all other ID values for the entire page. Add an ID attribute with the value indoor to the radio button. When elements have multiple attributes, the order of the attributes doesn't matter. When elements have multiple attributes, the order of the attributes does not matter. Okay. Add an ID to the radio button. Just make sure I read. Nice. Create another radio button below the first one. Nest it inside label elements with outdoors. The label text. Give the radio button an ID attribute access. Label input type radio outdoor. Oops. Radio type outdoor ID equal to outdoor. Nice. 48. Notice that both radio buttons can be selected at the same time. Let's see. Oh, true. To make it so, selecting one radio button automatically deselects the other. Both buttons must have a name attribute with the same value. Add the name attribute with the value indoor outdoor to both radio buttons. Alright, so put it right here. Indoor outdoor. Indoor outdoor. Target acquired. Let's go. 49. If you select the indoor radio button and submit the form data for the button is based on its name and value attributes. Since your radio buttons do not have a value attribute, the form data will include indoor, outdoor, equal. Wait, let me read it again. If you select the indoor radio button, alright, and submit the form data for the button is based on its name and value attributes. Since your radio buttons do not have a value attribute, the form data will include indoor, outdoor, equal, on, which is not useful when you have multiple buttons. Add a value attribute to both radio buttons. For convenience, set the button's value attribute to the same as its ID. Put it here. Value same as ID, so indoor. So value equal. Nice. Alright, last one for today, or tonight, since I'm recording this at like almost 10 p.m. The field set element is used to group related inputs and labels together in a web form. Field set elements are block level elements, meaning that they appear on a new line. Nest the indoor and outdoor radio buttons within a field set elements and do not fit in the radio buttons. That's it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Let's go. Step 50. Alright. That's it. So, yeah, we have 11, no, 18 to go. Well, yeah, 19 because we're gonna do 51 to 69. So, something like, yeah, of 19 left. So, that's part 3, and part 4 will be the final one. So,